In today's video, I'm going to look at a security device that you can fit to your classic car. So stay tuned for that. Over the last 20 years, I've had various classic cars and I've always taken security seriously with them. I've had many different types of security devices, from steering wheel locks to the locks that you put on from the steering wheel to the clutch pedal, the handbrake locks and the locks that you put on the wheels of the car. Now these have all been good, they've done the job over the years, but over the last 6 or 7 years or so, I've had, if I can find it, these little trackers. Now you can pick these up anywhere on the internet more or less, mostly the big famous auction website, and you would stick a SIM card in these, give it a phone once you've set it up, and if you're lucky it will send you the car's GPS coordinates back to you, which you can view on Google Maps, for example. Now they're very basic, they don't really do much apart from tell you, if you're lucky, where the car is. So when the guys at Carlock got in touch asking if I would be interested in having a look at their tracker, I thought, yeah, it's about time I upgraded the trackers in the cars anyway, so I'll check these out and see what they're all about. This is the tracker here. Now Carlock, they do 2 different types of trackers, although the 2 trackers do the exact same thing. You'll get the basic one, which is this, which you hardwire into the car's electrics. If you really want to be simple about it, it's got 2 prongs on it, positive and negative. Hook them into your battery terminals and away you go. Or if you wish to conceal the tracker within the car, which I would recommend, and I'll be doing that later on once I fit it to the car permanently, you can hardwire it into a permanent live on the car and then just ground it to the chassis or what have you. So that's the tracker there that you get with the basic kit. Carlock also do an OBD style, and this one, although this isn't a tracker, this is a diagnostic device. This one you would just plug it into your OBD socket and away you go. Like I say, both styles of tracker do the exact same thing. Some of the features that you get with the Carlock tracker is real-time information. So you've got real-time information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So your car, you'll be able to check your car wherever it is using the app. If the engine's been started, the app will alert you, it will alert your mobile phone. If it's been moved, you'll be alerted. If somebody's tried to break into it or another car's hit it, the tracker's got a vibrate detection feature on it, so it'll detect any vibration. Again, that'll send an alert to your phone. Also, if you go and park your car up somewhere, so if you go to a new town, if you're doing the touristy things and you park the car up, you can navigate your way back to the car via the online app. Now that's a feature that I really like, because there's been several occasions where I went to a strange town or city, parked my car up and then struggled to find it again, because obviously I'm not from that area. With the app, with this tracker, that will take you, it will give you directions straight back to your car, which is really good. Because the car's monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it gives you complete peace of mind knowing that you know where your car is at all times. Also, one of the features that the tracker has is if it loses power. If the tracker loses power, again, it will notify you straight away to your mobile phone to tell you that it's lost power. You can also monitor your car's battery levels via the app with the tracker, So that's handy as well if your car's parked up at a garage or a unit miles from your home, because not everybody has a garage where they keep their cars. So you can check your app, see what your battery voltage is in the car, knowing that your car is either going to start or not. Plus, if it loses power, the tracker will tell you the car's lost power. And if it's been disconnected, again, you'll get an alert to your phone to say that it's been disconnected. So this little tracker, it's packed fully great features, you know. You'll also get two different plans with this tracker. You'll get the standard plan and the standard plus plan. Okay, the basic standard and standard plus. There's only a small amount of difference, £1 or so, between the two different plans. And with the standard plus plan, everything just comes through that little bit quicker. So all your reaction times come through quick. Even, I've tested it, even with the basic plan, your alert times are still very quick. But with the standard plus, they're even quicker. So if you jump on the website for that, all the links will be in the description for that. You can check it out for yourself. Also, if you purchase this tracker, check the description below. You'll get 10% discount plus an extra 14 days free. So you'll get a month plus 14 days free use with the tracker and 10% discount if you purchase it from myself down in the link below. Now, I don't get any commission or kickback from this. This is just a little saving for you guys, which Carlock has kindly given me to pass on to you. So, without further ado, let's get in this box and see what you get. This is a little box that you get here, and as you can see, it's quite small, so it's not a big device. On the back of the box, it just gives you some information. You can work, sleep without worry, because it's monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which falls onto the next category there. Very simple to install. It's 2 wires, positive and negative. Once you've wired them in, away you go. It's as simple as that. And you don't need to worry about a SIM card. Everything's built into this device itself. You'll need to download the app from the App Store if you're on iOS, or the Google Play Store if you're on Android, which I'll cover later in the video. So this is the box here, and in the box you get the tracker itself. As you can see, the tracker, it's smaller than a packet of cigarettes, I would say. Very, very small. You've got your positive and negative terminals. These are the two terminals here that you'll hook directly into your battery. Or if you want, you can snip the end of this connector off and hardwire it into a permanent live on your car's electrics, and then just ground this out on the chassis. So that's the tracker itself there. Also, you'll get a sticky pad on the back, so if you wish to stick it under the dash or stick it to a car panel, you can do so. That'll make it a little bit secure. I would thoroughly recommend hardwiring it into your car. That way you'll be able to conceal the tracker, so anybody that gets hold of your car, God forbid if it ever does get stolen, it'll buy you extra time until they discover that there's a tracker on it. So that may just help in recovering the car, should that unfortunate event ever happen. So that's the tracker there. Also in the box you'll get your activation card, and with the activation card you'll use this with the app, which I'll cover later in the video. You'll get your activation code and your serial number. That's all on this little card. So you'll punch that into your settings in the app when you install it on your mobile device. And finally, you get your instruction booklet. This basically just tells you how to wire in the tracker, and it's, like I say, it's very, very simple, positive and negative. You really can't go wrong. So let's jump out to the car and get this installed. On the Classic Mini, the battery's in the boot. Most cars, your battery is under the bonnet. So to install it, you just put the negative to the negative on the battery. So we'll stick that in there. Now we'll do the positive. We'll connect the positive up. And again, nip that one up. Right, that's the tracker now connected, and once it's connected you'll see the little lights flashing. Now it might take a little while for it to pick up on your phone once you install the app, but it will pick up. Mine's picked up when I wired this in the first time. It picked it up within minutes. What you want to do now, if you haven't already done so, is jump into the Google Play Store or the Apple Store on your mobile device, and now we'll download the application. So if we jump into, I'm on Android, so I'm going to jump into the Play Store and I'm going to type in Carlock Tracker. So once that comes up, I want to click install. That'll take a minute or so depending on your internet speed to download. Once it's downloaded, click on open and it'll take you through the demo screen and welcome you into the app, as we can see there. It gives you a brief outline on what the app is capable of doing. So once we've done all that, we want to scroll down to the bottom and click on Activate New Device. So if we do that, like so, read the license agreement, and once you've read all that, scroll down to the bottom and then click the Accept button. Now it'll ask you for your code and your serial number, so if you put in your activation code and serial number, now we'll be able to enter our email address, a password, and you can give it a name. I've called mine's BMC Workshop for obvious reasons. And don't forget to add your phone number. Now you want to go on to the next screen and pick the make of your car. Once you've picked your car out the list, enter the model and then check the time zone and the country and then click accept. Again, it will give you more terms and conditions and what have you, so just click accept on that. Now we're in. You can choose how you want to pay for it, whether you want to pay for it with your card or via PayPal. Once you've picked your payment, it'll give you this screen here, and I just ticked security for mine. And that's us in now. It's as simple as that to install the app. So now we'll take the car out a run and we'll get the GPS to learn its coordinates. Now that we've got the app all set up, we'll take the car in auto drive, and that'll allow the GPS coordinates to get their bearings. Unfortunately it's raining, but hey ho, it is Scotland. So let's take the car in auto drive. That's the car been out for a drive. It's actually been out for several drives, and the app has been in learning mode. That way it's communicating with the tracker. Once it's got into learning mode, everything shows up as it should. It more or less shows up straight away anyway, even although it still displays learning mode. This is where we're at the moment. So if I click on the dashboard, the average driving score since I've had the app running is 92. The car's driven for 2 hours and 25 minutes and covered 66.91 miles. If we scroll further down, you can see the battery voltage. When it's high, obviously that's the engine running. When it drops down, that's when the engine has been turned off. It'll also show you the GPS satellites. There's 16 communicating with the tracker at the moment, and the GSM signal is fairly good as well. So if we go into here, this gives you your trip history. It gives you all your events, so when it's been disconnected, reconnected, vibration detected, it all shows up in here, even events like harsh cornering. So if I pick a trip, I think it's this one, it shows you on the map where the car's been. Where there is a little triangle, that is an event. So there was an event on the other side of the Forth Bridge when I was in Fife, and another event when I was at home. If we go into the tracker as well, it will show you on the map other events, like there's a harsh cornering event, and it shows you exactly where that was. So like I say, this is very handy for keeping tabs on where your car's been, especially if you've got teenage drivers. Next in the app, we've got the car tag. More on the website about the car tag. Basically, the car tag saves you manually locking and unlocking the tracker via your app. So when your tracker's locked, before you start the car and get in it, unlock it, away you go. The car tag stops you from doing that because it communicates with the tracker itself. So once you're in range, it will automatically unlock the tracker for you, and you can set schedules and what have you for it. More on the Carlock.co website about that. Next in the app here, you've got your general settings. You've got your backup telephone calls and SMS calls. That's if there's a problem with the GSM. You get so many calls and text messages a year, and you can obviously add to that. Further into the notifications, you can change the size of the circle on your map for your geo, what's it called again? Geofencing, that's it. You can enable or disable your vibration detection. You can enable or disable if there's a signal loss. I would seriously recommend having all of these enabled. Smart lock, enable that, and your harsh driving, certainly enable that if you've got teenagers driving your car. You can also set speed limits so that if your car goes over a certain speed limit, it will alert you. Again, that's a handy feature if you've got teenage drivers with access to the car. You can mute your alerts and you can override them. You can also have your units in metric or imperial, so kilometers an hour or miles per hour, depending on what unit you use in your country. And finally, the profile tab. You can add a little picture to the app there, and if you're going to add other vehicles to the tracker, so you want to, if you've got more than one in your household, you can just add another vehicle and again put in your activation code and your serial number. So that's basically it. In the manage tab there, you can rename it, rename the car, change the photograph and manage your subscription, like so. So that's the car tracker there. So there we have it, guys. The Carlock tracker from Carlock. Would I recommend this product? Most certainly. Even just to have that peace of mind, knowing that your car is going to be safe and secure. You can keep an eye on it at all times. If anybody tries to take it, you're going to get an alert on your phone. If anybody tries to break into it, the tracker's going to pick up the vibration, and again it's going to alert you on the phone. And even just for having teenage drivers driving your car, you can keep tabs on it, and that allows you to see every journey the car makes. So if you're going to buy this tracker, see the link down below in the description. You'll get 10% off your tracker if you purchase it via that link, and you'll also get an extra 14 days on top of the free trial period that you get with it. It's 4 weeks I think that you get with it. So you'll get an additional 14 days on top of that if you purchase the tracker with the promo code that you'll find in the link below. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and a big thanks to Carlock for providing the tracker there for me to try out and use. I appreciate that. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.